What's up, people? Back again. Survived another week. It's Friday night, you know. What can we do? Get through another day. Another week surviving. So I called this. Wait, why does it say this is the part where we hold them by? For fuck's sake, that's not what I'm going to call it. As I say, who are the true winners? Like, you know, who are the true winners of what's happened this week? And you know, it's not the people who, like, you know, put their only 2K into the SpaceX IPO. It's really not. You know, it was like 1.7 trillion dollars market cap. You know, like a 4% float. It's insane. And like, you know, everyone's jumping up and down like, oh my god, SpaceX is up 22%, mate. I just don't understand it. Like, obviously, like, people jumped at the chance when it first initially launched. I think I even partook. I shouldn't even admit that, but like, you know, there was a point where, with Hyperliquid, where it did go up to like $280 per share. I think I got to like 230, cashed out 280, and then, like, you know, tried to buy back in when it dipped, and it just went down from there. And then it opened up at what, 150, something like that. 130, yeah, 150. A lot of people are gassed. They're like, oh, it's up 25%, it's up 25% or whatever. And it's just, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what to believe anymore. But I think the most interesting thing about this whole saga with SpaceX, and you know, in general, like in consideration of like markets and whatnot, is the fact that you could have traded SpaceX for at least a month prior to the IPO being launched, just shorting it on Hyperliquid. So I honestly believe, like, yeah, Hyperliquid is the major winner here, because not only were you able to trade or partake in, you know, the price action pre-IPO, but you were also able to what? Basically front run the opportunity. I guess that's what that was, trading pre-IPO. But you were also able to, like, you know, buy hype at a really low price because it sold off. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's hype, the amount of, like, you know, fees that they made through this pre-IPO action, and even going into the market open that happened today for SpaceX, they made so much in fees. So, like, even if you're staking hype, you're still winning. Like, you know, the news even like refers to Hyperliquid prior to like anything else, in terms of, like, you know, where the price is at. And the people who were involved in the price action actually got it spot on, according to the market open, before it was even announced. So originally it was supposed to be like $130 per share. When it opened up, I believe it opened up at like 160, which is about where it is now. Yeah, I just don't understand why the price of the hype token is not higher, given the amount of money that has flown through it. I actually want to take you guys there just to show you. Hype. Let's just see how much in fees it actually made. SpaceX, there we go. So yeah, 24-hour volume, what is that? 1.3 billion. So 24 hours of trading, they made 1.3 billion dollars. All the banks are, like, you know, posting, or like, you know, this post on X basically saying the banks are celebrating because they made $500 million in fees, because of the SpaceX trades and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, given that it's perpetuals and, you know, people basically are trading in and out of this thing. I mean, look at this candle. This is what we call in the crypto space a Darth Maul candle. I mean, you're getting liquidated either side. You know, you could have bought in at the bottom here and just be like, right, my stop is below here, and below 150, and yeah, it went below 150, and then it went above the highs of this, like, sort of accumulation thing. Bit strange that they, you know, they actually purchased it, or they opened it up on a Friday. I mean, the weekend. So, like, I guess it gives people time to digest before they decide on where price action is actually going to be going. But I can only see it going one way, or two ways, sideways or down. I can't see it, like, you know, going back to the levels. It could potentially get to 230 again, which was the all-time highs on Hyperliquid. But man, I just don't know why anyone's even considering trying to trade this thing, or deciding to buy it now. If anything, the amount of money that's being reserved for from SpaceX, the profits that have been made via the shares and whatnot, if anything, those will be sold off in order to fund the development of their trip to Mars. So the price action is not going to Mars. The ships might. There's no guarantee of that. Obviously Elon's a super smart guy. He's got great people around him, so he has the potential to actually fulfill the promises that he's made of going to Mars. But yeah, it's just one of those situations where I don't think buying the shares right here or the stocks right here is going to make you a winner. Maybe in the short term, who knows. I'm not willing to speculate on it, to be honest, but what I am willing to speculate is in the fact that Hype has got perfect PPMF, perfect product market fit for the current climate, which is trading on their burning their supply, giving a yield to their customers who stake their token. I just think it's the perfect token right now, and it will continue to be so despite the price action. I mean, at the moment, this it's the same thing here. It's sort of mimicked exactly what the Hype or the SpaceX I want to say token SpaceX shares value of SpaceX has done. As in, it's a Darth Maul candle, but it's green. So it looks like potentially in the next 27 minutes, it's gonna close out above the previous lows. So even yesterday, we had a bullish engulfing candle, which took out the losses, or the loss in value from the previous day, and here we are. Honestly, I haven't really been that in contact with, I mean, it's hard to even follow what's going on in crypto, because at the end of the day, nothing's really happening. There's a lot of chatter in the background, and a lot of people say this is the time where you pay attention, but for me, it's kind of what is there to pay attention to? I mean, you could be doing trades on the base app, trying to get tokens for an airdrop, but I just don't think it's going to be worth it. Mega ETH, they've closed out their terminal, and you've registered your address, so you're waiting for the airdrop next week. I don't think it's going to be worth that much. Yeah, as a retail participant, there's not really much here for anybody. So what am I going to talk about? Honestly, the only thing that's been blowing my mind is Fable. And if you don't know what Claude Fable is, I don't know where you've been living, but for me, Claude Fable has just been a total game changer in terms of development. For me personally, I've got products or ideas and things that I've kind of built out over the course of this year, and every time Claude iterates on its model, I get closer to fulfilling the things, or finishing the things that I've wanted to always build. So yeah, it's a great step in the great direction, Fable. As much as people want to bitch and moan about it, yeah, it is expensive, but at the same time, it's totally worth it if you know what you're doing. So I had a conversation with a family member today, and she's a smart woman. She's done very well for herself, great career, but she's working for herself now. And we were talking, and she was talking about the stuff she's doing with Claude. I was like, "Have you used Fable yet?" She's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Okay, what are you doing with it?" And she's basically using it for her old work. So her old type of jobs that she used to do, she's kind of just using it to optimize things, but she's not even gone through, she hasn't even gone through the layers of how deep the things could go. I think a lot of people from I don't want to say an older generation, but yeah, she's older than me, but a generation above me, or below, however you want to put it, they don't believe in the things that Claude can do. So if you're sitting there and you're thinking, "Oh, I've got this amazing idea, but how do I do it?" I'm telling you right now, Claude Fable can do it. There's no doubt in my mind that anything you can think of right now, Claude Fable can do it. It's just a shame that we've only got a short period of time before they start putting it on a credit function sort of thing. So yeah, another winner is Claude. In terms of what I've developed, personally, I think I've shown it before. I've shown the Squirrel terminal where it analyzes options and volatility and stuff like that. It's not that interesting because it's very data intensive. So the way Fable has sort of posed a question to me is just okay, so what have I got to refer to in terms of development where I can iterate? and I've only got like 2 weeks worth of data because I built it out using Opus 4.8. So I just have to wait for the data to keep accumulating in order for Claude to, get that data and sort of figure out like how do we go about this in the right direction. I mean, maybe I keep hearing this thing, and it's only occurred to me recently, where you can just sort of reverse engineer like public products. And also there's a lot of like open source tooling out there that is very accessible. Obviously, before you install any of it or download any of it onto your system, it's probably best to like do a check and make sure that it's right for your project. So yeah, there's a lot of interesting things happening. The one of my favorite ones is and I spent maybe 2.5 hours building this, is a Pixel Tuber. So Pixel Tuber is like, you can take any image and you can drop it into this site that I've created, and it can basically automate a mouth for you. And if you add different frames, it can do animations and stuff like that. I'm not going to go too deep into it because I'm probably going to charge people to use it. But yeah, it's a product that I feel like maybe a few people could use. So you can see my avatar at the bottom. It took me ages to even get this far with it, and it's not really up to the spec that I want it to be up to in regards to like lip syncing and stuff like that. But it's gotten way further than what 4.8 could do, and that's all thanks to Fable. So yeah, I'm super excited about the future and the potential future of like AI, despite what the naysayers may say, if that makes sense. So yeah, not really much to talk about. I keep saying it. CFTC just made an announcement that they sort of like 24-hour. Let's see if I go to my likes. Yeah, the CFTC issues no action letter for DCMs converting existing perpetual style commodity futures into true digital commodity perpetual futures. So that's sort of like the green light that yeah, stocks and shares can be traded 24/7 on blockchain technology. Although you've got Robinhood and who else? Robinhood and competitors to Hyperliquid out there. Even the centralized exchanges, like for instance, I want to say Binance, and I want to say what's the other one? Oh, this would be as well. Wait, give me a minute to let me think about it. There's Binance, and then it's quite popular. If you can't tell, I've had a few glasses of wine, so. Oh. Anyway, yeah, so like two centralized exchanges try to offer like the same sort of like product as in the 24-hour tokenized stocks, and they weren't able to fulfill their obligations in regards to SpaceX. So like they basically were offering allocations of tokenized stocks pre-IPO, and once the IPO went live, people were expecting to get their tokens, but in the end they couldn't fulfill their obligations for whatever reason, so they had to offer refunds to their customers. So centralized exchanges are definitely on the back foot in regards to 24-hour or 24/7 tokenized real world asset stocks, which is a boon for Hyperliquid. Despite the price action, it's a bit of a strange one for me because I'm expecting it to like really moon. Like today it went up quite substantially. I'm happy that the fact that it's broken above the cloud, but that's only on an hourly. The 4-hour is just sort of getting rejected from the cloud. Still doesn't look very convincing. I do have some options open on this. It's got 6 days until maturity. More than likely I'm not going to make a penny on it. That's quite frustrating, but at the same time, and at the end of the day, you've got to take the risks. I actually thought this thing was going to 90. I'm a fool. I bought at 75, thinking, yeah, it's going to 90. And it's just not going to happen. Even in the space of 2 weeks. You never know, there might be a God candle. God might bless me, but more than likely, given, past history, that's never happened before. But yeah, what are you guys using like Fable and all of that for? Because honestly, like, even in terms of like, Claude made a post, or like Anthropic made a post, and they're like, this is what you guys have been building, and a lot of it is like not generic slop, but like it's just stuff you've seen before, and it's kind of like iterations of things. So like I think a lot of people are afraid to try and build out their own brands and like IPs, intellectual properties, because it's really difficult to gain traction in the public markets. Like Pudgy Penguins, for instance, that guy, I can't remember his name, has been fighting tooth and nail to get it into the public, zeitgeist, where everyone loves a Pudgy Penguin, like Coca-Cola or like the Mickey Mouse or like, you know, Ronald McDonald. No one knows who that is anymore because he was creepy. But yeah, those type of like, you know, ideas where it's not a thing of like, you know, it just came out of nowhere and exists. It's like it's always existed. Does that make sense? So like McDonald's, you know, like it's synonymous with like, yeah, it will always be around. You know, like when I die, when my children die, or like, you know, my grandkids die, McDonald's will always be there. The people always recognize McDonald's as the brand, and that's like going deep into it. But yeah, something like try to build your own IP is like probably one of the toughest things, especially when it comes to like brand loyalty, and yeah, just keeping people focused on what you're actually doing. One of the toughest. Yeah, so you can see here, like, you know, Hyperliquid dominating Binance in open interest. So yeah, you can see Hyperliquid dominating Binance in open interest. Yeah, so Binance what topped out at 200 mil. I mean, yeah, I mean that's quite a misleading chart, isn't it? Really. I mean, how bad is that chart? I mean, it's a really bad chart. I could just be like, this is I feel like saying it, but like, yeah, it's a really bad chart. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, it's at 100, maybe 200 mil, and it's at 240 mil. So how does that equate? Anyway, it's so funny. Like, this is why people hate the guys who have .hls, like, you know, the Hyperliquid. I don't even know what to call them. Hyperliquid hedges. I'm sure they're gonna have. It's like the what's it called, the Link Marines, and like, you know, the XRP army and all the rest of it. Like these Hyperliquid guys, this is too much. I'm sorry, guys. It's a 40 million difference. That can flip at any moment. Hyperliquid priced another IPO correctly. Everyone in the world is watching it for its pricing. Pretty cool. Yeah. I mean, everyone's watching it, but no one's buying the fucking token. Do you know what I mean? That's what we need. We need people to buy the token. Zico says Anthropic ran a security audit on Zcash with Refos and did not find any more serious bugs in the Zcash protocol. Cool. What's that done for Zcash price? Has it done anything? Nope. It's still there. This is what I'm saying. That, like, you know, people are trying to get bailed out of this position because I think a lot of people bought at like $600. You know, with the whole like thing of, oh yeah, you know, buying Zcash at $600 is the same as buying Bitcoin at $600. Like, and yeah, obviously they got shredded on that. So yeah, there's a lot of people with bad positions right now, I think, in Zcash, if you believe the actual, you know, the FUD quotations about the infinite mint. If you don't know what that is, then, you know, I discussed it in my previous video. I don't want to keep going over it. SpaceX is better, plus OpenAI, plus rocket ships. Okay, I'm going to tell my kids this was the world's first trillionaire, which is true. This is Elon Musk, and he's the world's first trillionaire, not liquid. Okay, in terms of stock and assets, not liquid. Oh my god, Greg always gets the likes, man. It's so annoying. Who is this guy? Yeah, man. Tell my kids this is the world's first trillionaire. Oh my god. Chelsea is a new gay club and it's actually sexy recession indicator. Not to pop. Okay. Day one of SpaceX on chain and already you can see trade it. What is this? Oh, Phoenix is out. Okay, so Phoenix is a smart contract platform on Solana, which is trying to compete with Hyperliquid. Has tokenized stocks and it looks like it's working. That's good. Sorry, it's being acquired by Blockworks. No way. It's not good. It's not good at all. Yeah, a lot of people are just like hoping for an airdrop. It's just, I don't know, man. Elon Musk was able to become a trillionaire because he doesn't spend $5 on coffee every day. I mean, the timeline is like, my timeline is like the best. I'm sorry. Let's be honest, the greatest founder of all time. Okay. First time ever US regulated gold and silver futures won't be closing for the weekend or ever. 24 hour. So so now on Coinbase you could trade oil, gold and silver. I mean, we might as well just accept it, you know, like at some point, like, you know, the industry is going to open up. All these traditional markets are going to be like, right guys, we need people to work the weekends. I'm sorry. I mean, if guys who work in a casino have to work, you know, 24/7, so should the fucking traders who make a shitload of money in fees and stuff like that. I'm sorry. It's going to be interesting. Imagine markets never close. It's going to be crazy. Retail investors celebrating a 20% SpaceX IPO price pop. He owns 0. He owns 2 shares. Like, everyone's just mugging. It's about Fable being more expensive than human engineers. There's a slut from LARPs who didn't actually use it. Yeah, like, you know, there's been a lot of like questions in terms of people people are discussing whether or not it's worth using an agent. Like, you could have an agent running 24/7, isn't it? You know, like just constantly looping and learning, like an agent in the middle, like perpetually like looping the same questions and learning, or like watching what your product is doing and taking data from it and learning and iterating on it until it gets everything perfect. But the amount it costs in tokens is just ridiculous. So, you know, it's going to take people who are super wealthy, who have a lot of, like, you know, it's very capital intensive is what I'm trying to say. But also you have to be like a super nerd to set up. I don't think Hermes is that hard to set up. It's just like, yeah, the amount of cost that it takes, I just don't know if it's worth it or not. Anyone else finding Coinbase price fees to TradingView are broken? Yeah, well, it's in my one space. Yeah, so apparently Fidelity, which is another centralized exchange, one of the biggest, has said that, you know, you're basically going to be locked out of your account if you sell your SpaceX tokens or SpaceX shares. So yeah, you can sell, but then they'll just like lock your account, so you can't sell the rest, or you know, you'll be locked for a certain period of time. So no one's allowed to sell SpaceX, even though someone potentially is. I mean, you just look at the price action. Someone's selling SpaceX. They're trying to fund this mission to the moon. I'm still like kind of stuck with my barber telling me that you know, no one's even been to the moon before because it's too cold or too hot, one or the other. I was just like, is he serious? I don't know enough about space travel to think whether or not it's actually real. So, but imagine it's not. Imagine like we've never been to the moon. We've never been beyond our planet as human beings. Like, what is actually out there? Imagine they fly up there and it's just like, you know, it turns out like none of it's real. I'm starting to sound a bit crazy now, so I won't go down that path. But I'm just saying, potentially it could be like we all live in a bubble, or we could live in a marble. You know, like our Men in Black, where, you know, our whole cosmos is just simply in a marble. I don't know. Yeah. Binance is scam. They freeze my 5,000 USDT and suspend my account and tell me to solve someone else's dispute, which I don't even saw him or her. Units, how is this my responsibility to solve third person disputes? Your assets are not safe. Yeah, but like, this is what I'm saying. It's like, I don't understand why people are still trading on centralized exchanges. Like, you give over your KYC documents, you do all this stuff, okay? And you give them custody of your funds. Like, it's just insane. It's like the whole reason why we're here. But people just keep doing it. They keep going to these centralized venues and thinking that it's all good. Oh, what do you trade on? Binance. Why do you do it? Especially when you've got a product like, I'm starting to sound like a shill for Hyperliquid. I'm not. I'm just saying, like, you know, I believe in decentralized indexes. I traded on some of the first indexes. Ether Delta, I was there. Okay. Like in DYDX, which was probably like, you know, the equivalent to what Hyperliquid is now. DYDX worked spectacularly well for the time that it was built in. So, like, you know, centralized exchanges are just, I don't know. I remember this famous Andreas Antonopoulos quote, right? And he said, and I quote, "Centralized exchanges are like public toilets. You go in there, you do your business, you wash your hands, and you walk out. You don't make eye contact with anyone. You don't linger around and make a conversation. It's a public toilet, right? So you can do what you got to do, come out, wash your hands, and walk away. Which means, if you want to cash out, you put the money in the centralized exchange, and then you transfer the money to your account. That's it. That's all they see, okay? But obviously now, like, even with Coinbase, who was like, you know, my prime broker, I would say, even with Coinbase, they're starting to ask questions that, you know, you have no reason to ask me these questions. We've been doing business for 10 years or 8 years, and you've never asked me these questions. Now you're starting to get a bit above your station, plus you're charging me more in fees to cash out, okay? So, like, you need to be careful, because you're going to lose a customer who's been with you from the very start, from the bottom up, okay? No one listens to my podcast, so I can rant like this anyway. But yeah, it's just like, it's just totally going in like the wrong direction for these centralized exchanges, and they're so fearful of, like, you know, the powers that be. Like, even in terms of, like, okay, Brian Armstrong and you've got CZ, they've made billions. I'm sure they've made hundreds of millions, you know, tens of millions, whatever it is. They've made loads of money. Like, just decentralize your protocols and walk away, you know, and just be like, look, here's a token, everybody. You know, you can stake it and it will run, it will secure the network, and we can do whatever. There'll be people who are willing to support, because you've got the brand, who will be willing to build it out and support it. You're looking for legislation from the government, and you know the government ain't on your side because they're in the pockets of the banks. It's insane. I'm surprised that we don't have the British equivalent to a centralized exchange, to be honest. Maybe I'm grateful or thankful for that, because it could be a situation where, you know, that would be, I mean, so dystopian. If I was from the UK and I had to use a UK exchange, yeah, let's just put it that way. Yeah, it's just one of the things. Virtuals Protocol Robotics Update. Eastworld, a Virtuals initiative, has begun its first pilot deployment. Teleoperated humanoid working as a housekeeper. Teleoperated, so someone's controlling that robot. Cool. It's just like, bro wanted to squash those rumors instantly. What is this? Crystal Palace star Brendan Johnson has started dating OF action. Okay, no, he's not. Oh my god. He's got a wife, bro. That's happy. Sorry. I hope my mic's on, you know. Let me double check that. Like, even like, you know, like, you know, you see the stock there thing is like wait, let me just yeah, even in terms of like, you know, stock there, encrypt your life or don't. Now the choice is yours. Private. Okay, so you want me to put my money onto stock there and then do private transactions. Okay, cool, fine, you've got that, but there's nothing to do there, bro. Like, as much as, like, you know, they keep begging it, like, oh yeah, come to Stockdate, like, encrypt your transactions, like, use our network. It's just like, there's nothing to do. Literally, I went there. They did actually release a new product, and me being curious, like, and I didn't have to bridge any money. I used it. It's called Deadeye, and it's kind of like a confusing product, to be honest. It's kind of like you're betting on the odds. So like, when like prediction markets, they have a yes or no answer, there's a middle ground where potentially it could be yes, potentially it could be no, and you can like sort of like bet on whether it's yes or no. So yeah, you can basically put money up or put XP up to decide on whether or not perhaps the prediction is correct. So this one, for instance, US inflation in June, yeah, it's honestly, like, I took a screenshot of it and I sent it to AI, and I was just like, right, how do I play this, you know? And it told me to do that. So at the moment, you can see here's my bet. I'm actually losing, like, you know, 71 XP, but like I only bet like 9 point. It's a bit of a weird one, because when I tried to bet the full amount, it just gave me an allocation of 9.68. But this is the only thing that's come out in like the past year that's actually new and novel from the Starknet community. It could be interesting. You've also got, let's see, activity. Yeah, you've also got, like, you know, World Cup bets. You know, you can bet on when France is going to be like lose or be out of the World Cup, and it's got like a load of other teams as well. It's just like, yeah, okay. Like, as a normie, you know, like someone who's walking in seeing this, you're just like, how do I even figure out what I'm doing here? Like, you could read the 2 pages of documentations or whatever it is, but it's just like the most long-winded explanations of like how to do anything. It's just like, it's not going to gain traction. Like, I think the problem with Starknet, yeah, and its community and the developers, is that they're all fucking nerds. Like, they're all like, they all want to show how smart they are, you know. But the smart person, is the one who provides simplicity for the user. It's very simple. Just be simple. Like, it's not difficult. Like, you don't have to, you know, what does this mean to me? Okay, time until elimination. So you could bet on France getting eliminated on the 20th of July. Uncertainty days. You know? 13 hours. So they can be eliminated in 13 hours. Oh, okay. Maybe I understand it. But yeah, it's just like overly complicated, and it doesn't need to be. Like, stop trying to show how smart you are in it. Okay, we get it. You know? Maybe I'm not a proper footy fan. I don't know. If you tune into Bosnia versus Canada as a serious human being, yeah, no one cares about that. The World Cup is gonna flop in the US, man. They're calling it soccer for a start. They should have never done that. Like in Europe, anyway. You know, like in the US, fine. Like you could have all your advertisements and all the rest of it, and be like, okay, it's soccer. But like in Europe, like and around the world, the rest of the world, US, you should have called it football. I'm sorry, advertised it as football. But the arrogance of the Americans to think that they could pull this off, astounding. UAE to unlock billions of dollars for Iran. What? Okay. This is our best performing sketch across all platforms. Really? Oh, the Big Short one. Yeah, it's actually funny. Jesus, 208,000 views. Yeah. I thought it was funny, the sketch, but then they went too far with the explanation from the quant. Like my one. It was just like, yeah, you've gone too far. Someone just started working out. Actually, you don't work out. No gym, nothing. Yeah, I don't work out. So homeless in San Francisco. If anyone's renting or selling a nice place, slide into my DMs. Oh wow. Okay. Hype is cheap on a PE basis. What does that mean, PE ratio? I should actually ask the question. I keep seeing it popping up. That's how you know, like, crypto's cooked, because they're talking about PE ratios, EBITDA, like all this shit. It's like, no one cares about that, man. What's the tokenomics saying? Let's keep it like, let's keep it nice and natural and like free flowing. I don't know. Hey, fucking piece of shit, Robert. I've been fucking customer of you since you started, and I put an order for 200k of SpaceX, 200k of SpaceX, and you gave me one. A lower customer. How fucking dare you? Your hierarchy, okay, that's how you spell it. Of these, fuck you, and the patriarchy. Wow. You got one share. He should be grateful. How much is it now? It's 166. Oh, at least he's in profit. Bybit announces due to X stock's inability to deliver the underlying assets, no SpaceX allocations were received. Yeah, see? As a result, subscribed users will not receive SpaceX allocations. 100% of your subscriptions funds will be automatically refunded to the original funding account. Yeah, so like I was saying, I think that's the other company I'm talking about, Bybit. I think where a lot of decentralized exchanges have gone wrong is that they're trying to provide the actual asset, which is the stock. You should have never done that. It should have just been perpetuals. Tokenized perpetuals are better than actual stock holdings. Like, well, in a sense, as an investor, I guess you want to buy the underlying asset, which is the stock. But at the same time, in the first week, perhaps maybe that shouldn't have been an available facility. I wonder how much interest they made off of all the deposits they made or received from potential, holders. Hyperliquid, Trader XTC, traders predicting the exact opening. I need to get on this. Like, what is this? Trader XYZ. Trade XYZ. What is that? I need to figure out what that is, because like it seems like this reminds me of Hyperliquid, where everyone's saying Trade XYZ like they were saying Hyperliquid back in the day, and then all of a sudden they got a fat allocation of a token. Here it is. I wonder if I'm geo blocked. Probably am. Let's have a look. What is this? Eventually we'll get there. So we trade 10x on SpaceX. Okay, so it's just another perpetual exchange. 10x of Trump coin, that's crazy. It's up 24% today. It's insane. I've got a lot of assets. Fucking hell, I can trade anything on there. Yeah, see? Bird. GME, can trade GME. GME's dead, man. Palladium. Got palladium. Holy shit. Yeah, man. Natural gas. They've got everything. That's insane. S&P. How much leverage can you get on S&P? How much? 50x leverage on S&P. That's insane. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. I'm keeping that in the tabs. Portfolio earn. Bounds. What's bounds? During off hours, the market is price restricted. Okay, so you could like make bets pre. So the leverage is reduced. Okay. 50x. Oh my god. Okay. All right. I don't think like even Hyperliquid has that many assets. It doesn't. That's it. Yeah, I just feel like SpaceX is short from here, but what do I know, innit? Okay, so trader XYZ, that's staying open, that tab. Keep that there. Should we have a look at any dare markets? Let's see what's going on Pump Fund if there's anything new. 50k send in hang to SpaceX. Okay. Eat 10 hot dogs including bun. 10's not that much. I could do that. Core stranger faggot. Oh my god, I need to see that. That's a faggot. This shit over with. Alright, wait, hold on a second, guys. Jesus. Oh my god. Let's see if I can sort out the audio here so you guys can hear it. That's so funny. There we go. Okay. So like that. I hope you can hear it. I'm sure you can. Right. Let's go.
Let's find someone. Excuse me, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Can I take a video of you?
Yes.
I just want to ask what it's like to be a faggot.
No, I'm not a faggot.
Sorry.
That was fake. Fake. Fake.
Bros, Chief, I beg, no vex. Oh, you are a faggot.
What do you mean I'm a faggot?
What is it like if I tell you you are a faggot?
What do you mean I'm a faggot? How? You are a faggot!
It's fake too.
What to do with this random guys? Very. Hey man, what's good? Can I like take a selfie with you?
Alright, no issues, yeah.
Yeah. So hi.
What's good?
How does it feel like being a faggot?
Faggot.
You papa go! Why are you gonna be a faggot? Yeah.
Fake.
Hey there, can I take a selfie with you?
Yes, sure.
So, what's it like being a faggot?
Fake. Here's the winner. Okay, let's see the winner.
Sorry, mate. Can I just get a selfie with you real quick?
Yeah.
How does it feel to be a faggot?
Who the fuck?
Okay. Yeah, the rest of it's just too friendly. Okay, that was quite cool. I don't know if it was cool, but like, you know, it was harmless. It was a harmless prank. A harmless prank. Okay? I just want to play it back. It's like, so you might hear some double sounds, but I just want to make sure you guys can hear. Okay, just give me a second. Double sounds, but I just want to make sure you guys can hear. Okay, just give me a second. Double sounds, but I just want to make sure you guys can hear. Okay, just give me a second. Double sounds, but I just want to make sure you guys can hear. Okay, just give me a second. Double sounds, but I just want to make sure you guys can hear. Okay, just give me a second. Double sounds, but I just want to make sure you guys can. Yeah, it works. Okay. Just have to
Excuse me,
mute
can I
myself.
ask you a
So annoying.
question?
All right, so that's done. Right, Gomo on forehead open. What does Gomo mean? $66. See, the thing is with the forehead writing tattoo or whatever, it says write as well. It doesn't say tattoo. So technically, you could write that on your forehead and just be get away with it. So yeah, $66 for that. Dan the Pizza Man closed. Okay. LARP. Spray LARP on a luxury taxi car. Has anyone submitted that? Oh my god. No way. Yeah, no submissions yet. You can get sued for that. Damages, you know. Play Scrape Rats. Reach level 30 and post a review. Ask a store, do you accept Seago? 4 submissions, let's see. Is that a video? I don't think it's a video. It's a picture of it. Yeah. No, he flopped. It's supposed to be a video, bro. $200 to do that.
You guys accept CGO? Yeah. It's a cryptocurrency. We only accept crypto. You don't accept crypto. Alright, no problem. Thank you. How much is that?
Panicked. Right, let's see the winner. Maybe we just watch the winner. Like, we can see like what type of.
Do you take Seago? Do you take Seago? No? Crypto?
No crypto.
No? Seago?
We have only the dirham and card.
So no crypto? Seago, no?
Only dirhams and.
Okay, thank you.
Alright, we're gonna make a video. We're about to ask the store clerk for CGO. Do you accept CGO on crypto? Like as a payment to buyers? Crypto? CGO coin? Yeah. Oh, sorry. Thank you.
Okay, I don't know how he won. It maybe just seemed genuine. It's weird to like sort of try and establish the criteria, like for what actually is legit and what isn't, because a lot of it just seems like fake. You know, like that guy clearly. We've watched that one, right? Call a stranger a faggot. Okay, that's fine. Go to a 7-Eleven near you. What? What does that mean? Is that it? Go to a 7-Eleven near you. 7-Eleven challenge. I'm hitting a location. Show that. What was the winner? Give away your location, yeah? So you gotta prove where you are. Yeah, you just give away your location. Sweet. That's a bit weird. That can lead like to unforeseen, you know, situations. Yeah, it's not advisable. Of course it's selling off, honestly. You people disgust me. You people disgust me, man. Right. Let's go back to it. It's quite interesting, isn't it? Like, just going over them. But there's not that many, to be fair. Chat house. Beta tested new game. Never thought I'd come out. What is this? What is this one? Disclose something about yours. Disclose something true about yourself. Okay. It wasn't easy to let this out, but I've got to do it because I need money. Here's the my side that's already had a screenshot. What is this? Online narration. Don't know what that means. My parents know nothing. I am in debt. It's a big debt in my country. Currency. They'll kick me out of the house because I can't pay this debt. Show proof of bad debt. Oh, I'm gay for a dare. LOL. Okay, that's kind of a dead one. All right, so like compare that to Dare Market. Let's see what Dare Market's doing. Dare Market. No, it's not actually Dare, is it? Dare Market, what you got? We'll get there eventually. We've got too many tabs open, clearly. Okay. Spurs Jersey Challenge. What's this one? Time's up. Just got caught, but I'm too fast. Dare Market made me do it. Yeah, Spurs.
I'm about to buy this. Dare Market made me do it. Chill. Dare Market made me do it.
Dare Market made him do it?
Yeah.
Okay,
You know about Dare Market.
You guys gonna be at MSG?
Shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
I'm about to buy this. Dare Market made me do it.
We got one! Where you running? Where you running to go? We got one! Where you running to go? We got one!
Okay, the viral grenade pineapple trend. Use a grocery store conveyor belt as a treadmill. Are you serious? No one's doing that. There's no way. That's my connection. Yeah, my connection's good. Something improved. No submissions yet. Yeah, no one's got the bottle to do that, man. You get on the treadmill and start running. Prank. The thing is, it's like, you know, if you want people to engage in this, you gotta like show whether or not people have actually like posted anything. You know, I dare soldier to get a scratcher tattoo. There's the feed. It's like a new emerging thing, isn't it? End the 50 bag giveaway. Is it the same guy? It looks like the same guy. 1, 2, 3. He's over there.
Dream about me. Is that that's my dad. Dream about me. It's me. Oh my god. No, oh my god. How do you feel?
Hey bro, you got a dirty ass hoe on your car.
Say nigga, that's a hole on top of your car. It's a hole on top of your car.
You got a dirty hoe on top of your car. You got a dirty hoe on top of your car.
You got a hole on the top of your car.
A hole on the top of your car.
I created a Python script to watch 6 Ice Age movies at the same time.
Hi, can I please order
Gluck, 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 gluck. I'm sorry, a what? Can I please get a Egg McMuffin?
Do you think you could pass me my phone? I'm on the clock right now. It's my first day on the job. Thank you so much. I'm the only mannequin that talks here. They're all like mute the rest of the way.
I'm gonna need you to either not be dressed as a mannequin or to leave my store. Or I can call the cops.
I'm on the clock right now. I can't talk.
You are not on the clock. This is not a position that we have hired anyone for.
You guys just fired Anthony.
You are not here to...
Jamie, shut up! Oh my god, she's talking, Jamie. Stop talking.
So if we can have a normal adult conversation...
What do you mean adult conversation? I'm a mannequin.
I am gonna need you to leave my store.
Okay, can you kick him?
Hi, can I please order...
Do you think you could pass...
There's very clear fraud in the mayoral election that's happened here in Los Angeles, California. So today we went on Skid Row, and you're not going to believe what we found. Did anybody ever approach you, like from the city, offering to pay you money to vote for someone specific in the new mayor election? We spent about an hour just walking around and talking to some of the people on Skid Row, asking if they've heard or if they've been approached by anybody offering money to vote for a specific candidate.
They asked me to vote for someone, but I never.
Yeah, what's up, bro?
I know I've seen you around. I've seen you in Hollywood a few times.
Yeah, bro.
Bike. How am I gonna be retarded without my bike? Hey, can I get a picture with you?
Yeah, of course, bro.
Oh, you good?
So just for context, this guy was actually passing by and he shouted retard max and he recognized me from my videos. And so I stopped by to chat with him.
It's the strangest. What? Upset.
And we got one!
Your random friend on a Monday.
Yo! Damn market made me do it! Damn market made me do it! Yo, damn it!
There's very clear fraud.
And we got one!
There's not much content, you know? There's not much.
Yo, damn it! Dare made me do it! Dare made me do it! Dare made me do it! Ready? Go!
Who claimed it? Who claimed it? Who won? Time's up. Loading submissions. Winner. This guy won it. What did each person win? 3 grand? Okay. That's a pretty easy one, isn't it? Yeah. See the leaderboard. Who's winning the most money? Jesus, this guy won 40k. Doing what? Sign into view activity. Why do I need to? That's what's so annoying. It's kind of like, okay, let's just do the Twitter. What was that? They were just vibing today. There's nothing exciting going on in crypto, so it's like, there we go. Drink your urine. Oh my god. No, I don't want to enable push notifications. He drank his own urine. How much did they pay him? $100. He drank it for $100.
Yo, Tango is here. We're gonna do their market challenge. From the ancient Rome, urine is healthy, right? Protein. So we're gonna drink it, right? This.
Wow. Okay. Maybe I'm gonna get blocked off YouTube, so I don't want to see that. Last replay challenge coming on it. Did he win this one as well? Damn, Maxine. Okay. So he's just doing everything basically. What's this mug? Cook mug pump fun. Proof of work, proof of copy. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people aren't happy with, like, you know, what Pump Fund are doing with their Pump Fund Go, because obviously Dare Market was first. Look at my profile picture, that's insane. Let's see. I've still got a profile set up. Have we got any points? No. No points. They're doing airdrop, potentially. Where's your wallet, though? Submissions there's created. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's basically what Dare Markets is doing. Nothing interesting. Is there anything interesting on the timeline? Struggle for content is real. Hyperliquid priced the biggest ICO correctly and try to find what it's the ICO. It's not an ICO, bro. This is now after Spicy. I think it's supposed to have 5 here. One. We're just NPCs in this, yeah. Spike keeps growing daily. Talk about aces. What the fuck? The supply of Europause. Wow, nice. Issued a no action layer allowing regulated US futures exchanges to convert existing perpetual stuff. Yeah, but that's the thing. I feel like, you know, the CFTC, you know, I know it's an American institution, but I can still comment on it. It's very reactionary. Like, people have been trading tokenized stocks for like at least 3-4 months, maybe longer. So I don't know why there's like, yeah, it's okay, guys, because you lost. Times Square kind of ball has transformed into Mars to celebrate. Nothing. What difference a bubble makes? Wow. Yeah, a lot of people saying that this is maybe the top of stocks, like this IPO might be the top. Oh, God, the top of the stock market. Who knows where crypto goes? Who knows? Yeah. Crazy the world's first traders in Africa. What's your extensive knowledge in trading data? What is the greatest life hack? Nice. My childhood friend just sent me this text from 2015. Me on the left, convincing him to leave his stable job for shares at a small startup in California. Mexico against Korea is 4K apiece. Wow. Wow. Do you know what was interesting, right? I saw one picture from one of the US games. I think it was Mexico against South Africa. I think it was. I don't know. It was some crap team, or maybe Congo. And there were people sitting on benches, like, you know, with food and drink, watching the game, like right on the touchline, you know, like right on the line. And I was just like, Americans don't get it, innit? You know, the game is only 90 minutes. Like, you can watch a game, have a few drinks, and then go out to eat. You don't have to stay there for 4 hours like you would with baseball or basketball. It's not that type of game. It's not that type of sport. They just don't get it, and they're not willing to adjust. Literally. Yeah, see, Spacing open interest. So Binance is above Hyperliquid. So there you go. Some of the most intense trench law ever. What is this?
It was like sub, I think it was at 15K or something, 10K market cap. Missed out the part where I was in the fucking shower, funnily enough. And this guy called Tiger messaged me Shark Cat on Twitter. I put $400 into it, $500. At the time it was like sub, I think it was at 15K or something, 10K market cap. Missed out the part where I ended up creating the socials as well. I ended up running the Shark Cat socials. I ended up getting caught in a little bit of a lawsuit over the IP of Shark Cat, which was a big nothing burger at the time. But yeah, it ran to 80 mil first 2 days or something. I had an obscene amount of Shark Cat, obviously. And then, yeah, the Cat Coin guys reached out to me, like the guys who ran the Nala Cat, it was called. Their Instagram reached out. They demanded $20 million on the call. To me, yeah. Keep in mind, I was a straight face. Yeah, they joined this call with like 3 or 4 lawyers, and them two, like they run this Instagram that has like 2 million followers. I joined like really happy, like, oh my god, we're gonna get this sick partnership, and this is gonna rip to a bill. This is gonna be so easy. I joined the call straight face, big smiles. I'm like, hey guys, this is amazing. Full name, everything. I'm like, this is amazing. This big crypto stuff, great. And he goes, look, you've stolen our IP. You've created this coin. I remember saying on the call, well, I didn't create the coin. And yeah, he goes, you're gonna have to pay us $20 million in value of the token. And I was like, Jesus Christ, folks, I do not have 20 million. I was like, literally, I'm just a kid who bought this shit coin on Solana. Like, I don't have this money to give you. And yeah, they sent me a cease and desist to take down the coin, and I just privated up my Twitter and was like, guys, fuck you. Like, I'm not giving you shit. I'm not giving you guys shit. Fuck you guys.
What was their claim? That they're just like, this is our cat?
They were like, this is our Nala cat. They were like, this is our Nala cat. We've done all this work and you came in and profited more than we've ever made. And I was like, fuck yeah, I did. See you guys later. I'll see you guys in a bit. And yeah, well, that went on for a whole thing. And then, yeah, I ended up selling a little bit. I sold a lot. That was before that call. I sold a lot. I sold a lot. Before that call, I sold a lot. And then after that call, I was like, whoa, I'm up an astronomical amount. Of these guys are assholes, bro. And I was like, I'm out, bro. I'm getting out. So yeah, the whole thing transpired. It ended up, the whole situation ended up, I sold, left the project, disappeared, private up my Twitter. I had these guys under my Twitter comments, commenting my full name. Where I used to work, what school I used to go to. It was the Sharkcat guys, the Sharkcat lawyer. These guys were rogue as fuck, and they were trying to intimidate me. And I remember just going like, guys, I got astronomically rich off your fucking cat. Now go away. I ended up giving them 100K as well. Something I ended up giving
just because you were scared.
Yeah, because I was I didn't really know at the time. I was a bit naive, and I just made millions of dollars, and like it didn't really matter at all at that time. And them guys all grouped up. Like I think we ended up giving them like $1 million, and they just fucked off in the end.
Nice. You see, like the thing is, it's like the opportunities are there. You just have to be aware of them. You know, like Lady Luck only smiles on you if you're there to be smiled upon. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not jealous at all. Trump moves to block foreign governments, companies, and news for accent. Oh wow. Okay. Companies and individuals from accessing Anthropic's Fable and Mythos models. Wow. The Americans don't want you to have Fable, man. That's what I'm saying. Like the Americans, they got it. Pyro claims Hyperliquid is the only crypto project capable of crushing Robin Hoods. Yeah, definitely. Next, that promised you spicy tokens did not deliver. Shocking. Real IPOs will come on chain, and not this fake ones. Yeah, 100%. 100%. CFTC considered blocking CFP 24 hour futures contract. What? Hiring Fable and API pricing full time 40 hours a week is 1.24. Yeah. Now has a production grade level WhatsApp business cloud. Oh god. I need to move to the US, man. Clearly they're winning. A lot of things changed this week. Mega hasn't looked this good since 2025. Okay. Why? Because they opened the Telegram. If you don't want this moment, then you'll never be happy. Okay. Just found the socket font. This light screenshot. I can boot up straight into Heavy Desktop, and everything I need to do can be done through the harness. Yeah, I really need to figure out this Hermes thing, man. I do. Maybe that's going to be the next like job for me. It's just like, right, let me figure out how Hermes works, because it seems like everyone's talking about it. It's like it's sort of like one of those things where you would hear about a token on chain constantly, like, you know, it just constantly pops up every now and again. And so long as it's not like validated by one of the gold ticks on X, like this gold tick here, then yeah, you kind of want to like get involved. But Hermes seems to be the thing. One person points to the week of variation. I don't know what that means. If anyone wants a SpaceX ticket for a wife, the answer is yes. Wow. Oh, that's a crazy tweet. That's a crazy tweet. Wow. 121. Not worth 121 likes, man. The crazy thing about 90% mainstream media outlets is that their owners are exclusively who got inheritance money from the dads without creating anything for society. Silence. What is this? Renault, please make the production car. What is that? It's kind of nice. Some kids has never. Oh, Bloomberg reports the Intercontinental Exchange, ICE, and CME are pressing US regulators to rein in regulated trading venue called Hyperliquid. Oof. This is why the price hasn't skyrocketed, man. But then the CFTC have come out and said that it's all good. 4 years ago today, Celsius made plausible withdrawals, citing extreme. Oh yeah, Celsius.
I'm unruly, I'm like Wiley again. I'm such a bad, you big up Wiley. Big up Wiley again. I ain't got a reload bar, but I'll tell him about when I had to reload home. Tell him about when I had to reload though.
Shares trade today with receiving 80 billion. Today, we're making a decision to wind down Pudgy Pie and halt further development. There's another one. I love it, Solana. So let's see if I should buy a backpack. It's just see how we have a good rug and rug. Yeah, man. Yeah. You can see from the timeline there's just not much going on. It's all about the SpaceX IPO. But I just thought I'd pop up for a stream and just see like what everyone's saying. Not much, I guess. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. I'm probably gonna end it here. There's not much going on, like I said. I'm excited to the era of crypto niche experimentation, blah blah. Let's see what prices say tomorrow. I mean, if we get any news, then I might just pop up for 20 minutes or something. But yeah, that's all I got, guys. Taking all my energy. I hope you're doing well. I hope you enjoy your weekend, and I guess I'll speak to you soon. This voice, yeah, there you go. Now the lips are moving. Honestly, ridiculous. I need to work.